Surely birds duck.
There's just like a Wi-Fi router flying alongside of the plane.
Is that true? Is she treated differently?
Yes, probably a little bit.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. Pelican's too small for that.
I'm gonna cry on your show. Just drive a truck through it. Keep going, Hank.
I'm Hank Green.
And I'm Angela Giarratana.
And this is Ask Hank Anything. Hello, I'm Hank Green. And I love people. And I love questions. And I love when people ask me questions because it gives me a chance to search and learn weird things about the world, about myself, and also about them. I love to have weird conversations based on those questions. So I have a show called Ask Hank Anything, which you're watching right now, where people come and they ask me questions and I prepare my notes and then I do my best to answer those questions. So today we have with us Angela Giarratana. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Angela is an actor. You may know her from the show Call Your Mother or Nickelodeon's Danger Force. She's also a singer. You may know her from Star Kid stuff. And she's a comedian and performer, and she does a Smosh cast member. And also just constantly in my TikTok feed with little clips of you saying buck wild stuff.
Okay, that sounds like you don't like
I love it so much. I love it so much. I am of the world that intersects with Star Kid a little bit, even in the very early days of my career.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, can you explain?
Because I was like a Harry Potter musician.
Musician?
Yeah.
What do you mean a Harry Potter musician?
I was a wizard rocker is what they were called at the time. You know about this?
No.
Is people who wrote songs about or in the world of Harry Potter. So like oftentimes it would be like if Harry Potter himself started a rock band, there was a band called the Moaning Myrtles.
Wait, this sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
And it does sound a little Star Kid adjacent.
Yeah, for sure. It was,
that's amazing.
At the early days, yeah.
You're a musician?
Yeah, professionally, that's all I do. I know you know nothing about me because of this clip that we have of the time when Courtney showed you me and my brother and you had no idea what the heck was going on.
He asks people things. He asks questions, or people ask him things on his channel, or he asks them.
That's correct.
So he does a lot of question content.
Yeah, so that's one of the guys.
Green! Hank Green.
Yeah, Hank Green.
Ask me at Green. Ask anything of Hank or something.
But I kind of land on my feet.
You did figure it out. It was in there. You just didn't have immediate access to it.
And it takes me so long.
We're not going to show the whole clip.
Don't.
There'll be a link in the description.
Yeah.
But yeah, after becoming a YouTuber, I learned how to play guitar so that I could write silly, nerdy songs and play them on my YouTube channel because in the first year when we made stuff, me and my brother, we had to make a video every other day. And that's just like
And you had to, or you decided to?
That was the rules. If we didn't do it, we would be punished.
By somebody.
Well, usually by ourselves. So like John had to wax his chin once. I had to perform in public at a bar where no one knew who I was while drinking a smoothie made of Boone's Farm and Peeps. You know what Boone's Farm is?
No, but I know Peeps. This is
Boone's
wild.
Farm is like the Peeps of liquor.
Oh, the Peeps of liquor.
Yeah, it's like a wine cooler, I believe, is what.
Okay, I like that.
You know, a malt beverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna watch all those things later today.
Yeah, well, okay.
Deep dive.
Go watch the old stuff.
The old stuff.
Yeah, not super proud of it, but look, people liked it enough then.
That is my problem
that
with the
I'm still
algorithm
at
right now.
this.
I don't see old stuff. I can't be bothered to scroll that far. When
Absolutely
you got new
not.
stuff being showed to you every second.
It's so great. I love the new stuff. And I love what y'all are doing at Smash. It's so much fun.
Also, I lost my voice last night and I was like, I'm really
What'd
coming
you
onto this
do?
show. Sang too loud.
At karaoke?
No, I played board games at 8 a.m. yesterday at work and then
Sure.
did a little bit too much screaming and then was singing too loud.
You just sang too loud in your car by yourself.
That was, I think, what pushed it.
Yeah.
Because I had been using my voice all day. Have you ever lost your voice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big talker. He's talking all the time.
Yeah, like events is the worst. It'd be like a party where you have to yell to hear each other, and then the next day they're like, "Let's put you on stage, and you're gonna perform." Yeah.
The worst place if you have vocal stuff is a bar.
Yeah.
So bad, and you push, and you don't feel it.
Just like let's just calm down in here.
Yeah.
You know,
turn the music off.
Everybody.
I wonder if we turn the music off at bars, if we'd have more intentional conversations.
Yeah.
Like this.
Absolutely. How much did you drink before you got here?
Drink.
It's just the way you said that. You know.
Wish I had more intention.
As a divorce.
I like that we're sitting on a couch and we're talking.
I'm excited to get into your questions. They're really weird.
I don't remember them, so.
That's one of the things about this. Like, we make you send them like a month or 2 months beforehand. And then every time you turn over a card, people get surprised.
Yeah.
By their former self.
Yeah, and I think I was trying to like a little bit troll you.
Oh.
And like send you some like weird things.
You did. Yeah, no, this is one of the
like
weirder.
Like kind of trap you?
One of the weirder questions. I'm really excited about one of the weirder ones. Angela, this is Puzzle the Pelican. Inside of the pouch, there are your questions.
Okay. I didn't realize from the jump this was the first one I wrote.
It is the first one you wrote. But I decided that this was the first one I wanted to answer.
Okay, so the question is, am I talented? So, Hank, let's hear it.
Why would you ask me such a ridiculous question? I actually spent a lot of time not thinking about whether you're talented, but what talent is.
Yes.
Is that kind of why you asked the question?
I think I was just being an asshole.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
They was like, got him.
Well, you didn't get me because it turns out fascinating stuff. So there's basically like 3 things that we think of when it's like, okay, why is a person good at this? There's talent, which is innate ability. There's advantage, which is interestingly, so a basketball player's talent might be like the subtle control of the ball, whereas advantage would just be being tall.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference there, but I'm not sure that the difference is real. But it seems real to me.
Yes.
But then there is the third thing, which is definitely different, which is skill, which is that what you have acquired through hard work and time.
Yes.
So to me, what this question is what I have something that has been developed over time, or is it something that is just who I am and what I am?
Mm-hmm.
But first I want to talk about that difference between advantage and talent. Because I'm
loving this already.
I stared at that for so long and I'm like, that's the same thing. You know, if there's like an innate thing that I have, so like if I'm tall and that makes me good at basketball, but like also if like I have this innate ability to be good at basketball because of like the sort of centers of my brain that are good at like seeing stuff and processing that visual information. Isn't that kind of the same thing as just being tall? Like it's an innate part of me.
I think there's plenty of tall people who are bad at basketball.
Right. So they have the advantage, but they don't have all of the advantages.
They don't have
so
all
it's just
the
like an additive advantages.
This is good.
But if they happen inside of your brain, you're like, well, that's not an advantage. That's talent.
It happens a lot with me with singers where I go like, you were given these pipes.
That's different.
Right? But then you could tell the difference between someone who like has been doing
Yeah.
and who has, but it is a gift. Like you can't just, you can learn to sing, but I honestly believe the best singers were given a gift.
That is also additive. Like when you start out pretty good, then you are more likely to spend the time. And when you are getting more reward than the average person from spending time, then you are more likely to spend the time.
And then where do you think interest comes in? Because I think about this all the time, where I go, I was playing Tetris for a brief period.
I thought you were going to say the name of a character in a play.
I was playing Tetris in Hamlet.
Lord Tetris.
Lord Tetris in Hamlet. I was working the speeches, and I remember I was playing it for just a week. It was a weird week. And then I remember being like, what if I'm a savant at this? And I didn't know. Or like, what if there are things that I am so talented in that I don't know because I haven't done them?
Or you don't even want to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wild?
Do I want to do the things I'm good at just because I want to be good at something?
Ooh.
And how shitty is it when you're really interested in something and you're not good at it?
It can be pretty shitty. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You're right that there is a thing where I am interested in something because I am good at it. And sometimes I can be like, why are you interested in this thing?
Yeah.
People will be like, I am bad at it.
Yes.
It's not fun for me the way it is for you. And I'm like, oh, that actually makes a ton of sense.
Yes. Or was I even good at it? Part of me is like, was I just interested in like play production in elementary school? And my mom said, good job, and told me I was good at it.
Yeah.
So then I went, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to foster that and make me good.
There's this weird association between eyesight and intelligence.
Okay.
Which seems impossible. Like, why would your ability to see a long distance, to not be able to see a long distance be related to intelligence? And there was a bunch of work that's been done, and like, there's a bunch of hypotheses. My preferred hypothesis is simply that kids with glasses are treated like they're smarter. And so they invest more in, because they're told that that's what they're good at because they look kind of nerdy. It's not the only theory,
crazy.
But I like, it makes sense to me as a kid with glasses. Where I'm like, I feel like they just treated me like I was smart, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll be that kind of kid.
I thought it was the opposite way. When you said that, I was like, whoa, all smart people wear glasses. So that makes sense. They can't see far.
Yeah, but no, it's like a cultural thing.
That probably only happened like within the last couple 100 years because it didn't happen like early on.
Yeah, and like a weird thing is that like maybe in the very early days, there was like a reason why kids, like nerdier kids, had glasses. And it was one, because their parents were more likely to have money. And so the kids who didn't have glasses.
Makes sense.
It wasn't just that they didn't have bad vision, it's just they weren't getting glasses.
Yeah.
But also maybe there were kids for whom that was more of a barrier because they liked to do stuff where they like like looked at things close up. And so if they couldn't read, then they
You think it goes
would ask for
backwards
glasses.
with like early 2000s stereotype of dumb blondes? But blondes are like, I'm dumb.
We can't talk about blondes yet because you have a blonde question coming later.
I have a blonde question
Yeah.
that I put in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyway, we'll keep going.
You don't remember this, great.
No.
So what that made me think of was what parts of what you do requires talent versus skill.
Mm-hmm.
So like what is the thing that is like the most, this isn't something that's easily taught.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's like something very Angela Giarratana about the talent of just saying the thing, like the hilarious outburst. I can't, I feel like I can't be funny in the same way as you. Improv in particular, I feel like it's obviously teachable. Like nobody's like really good at it without a lot of practice.
Yeah.
I think that the people who end up keeping doing it are the ones who have something very fast happening up here.
That's interesting because I am not that fast. The part of my brain that's worrying is fast. The anxiety part is fast. But the actual thinking, like talking to you, like I'm like, oh my God, say that again slower. Because I'm not fast.
There's a fast reaction that maybe you just let come through.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm easily excitable.
Maybe that's an advantage when it comes to being like, people find what you do so relatable because maybe they also would want to do that thing.
No, it feels like I honestly think all talent is just the 10,000 hours thing.
That's the skill.
And that's the skill.
But it's not.
But then
it
all
isn't.
old people are talented.
Because, yeah, right.
All old people are talented.
Because they've certainly spent 10,000 hours doing something.
Exactly. And that's my point.
Yeah.
Like, because you said this to me just now about like my improv, and I'm like, at this point, it's not my inherent talent. I've just done it this long.
Right.
So I don't even think it's
so
like
you think that's skill?
anything special. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special. I think everyone who gets old just has talent. But it's the kids where you're like, that's talent.
They got something. Yeah. You started out ahead of everybody else.
Yeah,
kiddo.
like something happened.
It's cool. And there are differences. There's differences in the way our brains are set up, but like those differences get really magnified by the skill portion. And the skill is actually probably more important than we think it is.
Yeah.
We tend to over magnify like, oh my gosh, you're so good at art. And they're like, well, I've spent way more time than you could ever imagine doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're very talented.
Thanks. I think you are too.
Oh,
and I didn't ask this to trap you into saying that. But at least we got that on camera, so we'll clip that and send that to me.
Here is a question that you absolutely have trapped me into saying things that I feel like I shouldn't say.
Oh my God, why did I do this? No.
You knew you were doing it.
Oh, this one?
Oh.
Why do I put my phone on airplane mode when I'm flying?
Yeah.
Why am I trapping you?
Because
you shouldn't? You don't have to?
you should.
But you're scared they're gonna the airport's gonna come and lock you up? The flight attendant, cops are coming?
Yeah.
What are you scared of?
The
You're
flight
safe. You're
attendant cops.
safe.
The flight
You're
attendant
safe.
cops. The air marshals.
You're safe, Hank.
It's just a delicate line to walk.
Really? I didn't know this was a delicate line.
Because what you gotta know is that it's not gonna crash the plane because you probably have forgotten before. If you fly a lot, you've probably forgotten to put it on airplane mode before.
And
the plane didn't crash. Why does it suck?
Because your phone's dead.
Yes. Do you want to know why?
Because it's trying so hard.
Yes.
It's trying see, I know that.
Yeah.
It's trying so hard to keep going and find.
It's trying to find
signal.
things. So this is the original reason, and I did not know this until you asked the question.
Okay.
So I thought that the reason was, okay, my phone will be like searching for a signal and it'll be shooting out radio waves, and that's going to mess with like the pilot's headsets and make them buzzy.
Yeah.
Which was an early concern and is a part of it. That is a concern that maybe if there's enough cell phones, enough transmission happening, that it could mess with the pilot's headsets and they wouldn't be able to hear air traffic control as easily.
Okay.
But the bigger concern is actually like put a 747 full of cell phones in the sky flying over a city. Each one of those phones is at max energy trying to reach a cell tower, but they are within range of many different cell towers. So they're like bouncing between a bunch of cell towers, especially because the plane is going fast.
Yeah.
So all of these phones at max energy trying to hit the cell towers, constantly switching from one to the next cell tower, is bad for the cell towers. It jams
That's
up.
what we're worried about?
It jams up the ability of the cell towers to
I thought we were
correctly.
worried about the plane.
I know, me too.
But we're worried about the towers?
We're worried about people on the ground being able to use their cell phones.
I thought you were going to say it's killing birds or something.
No, planes kill birds, but not the cell phones.
Birds don't go that high up.
Yeah, but planes go through the part that the birds are in. They don't just, there's a time.
Surely birds duck. Not duck, but you know what I mean? Like, surely there's a way around this. And some birds have figured that out. That's crazy. But I didn't know it was the cell towers.
It's wild to me that you have been on Instagram Reels and never seen a bird strike video, which
No, never.
I see all the time. It's
I
just like
only have
every
musical
helicopter that's ever run into a bird, I've seen the video.
Oh my gosh, I've
Yeah.
never seen those.
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay. I have seen the Waymo running into the Postmates cart. And unfortunately, I laughed so hard and then I got really sad.
Oh, about the Postmates cart?
Just about the fact that that's coming.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought you had
everything's
like a parasocial relationship with the Postmates cart, and you were like, "Oh, buddy."
No, I don't trust it. But
Yeah.
it's just sad. You know, robots are going to be just hitting each other and we're going to be looking at videos of it. And we're going to be like,
This
slowly
is.
dying.
I guess this is what humanity is now.
Literally.
Look at the robots.
literally.
Yeah, on my phone.
Yeah. I can't believe this is the cell towers.
And yet, probably at this point, because cell towers have become a lot more advanced, it's probably not that big of a deal. But there's another advantage to getting people to turn their cell phones off. One, I didn't actually realize this either, that, and this makes perfect sense, but like your phone doesn't always send out the maximum signal it can. So if you're close to a cell tower, it doesn't have to expend as much energy, but if you're far away from one, your battery
pushing harder.
will drain super fast because it's actually sending out a higher energy signal.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't want that because your battery is going to drain. So that's one thing that's actually good for normal people. But also, you just like the people whose job it is to do the work of being a flight attendant, of like making sure everybody's safe on the plane.
Yeah.
They don't want you like sitting there talking on the phone while they're doing their safety demonstration. You don't want to be that person either. And so they're like, doors closed, airplane mode, so that you're not, you know, there's a higher chance that you're paying attention, but also especially not a chance that you're distracting other passengers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So definitely do it, but you will not crash a plane.
This has got my brain going.
But every article I read about this, it was like the FAA
Like behind a paywall
won't
and
answer
stuff?
this question. Because ultimately the reason they won't is because it's like if they say, yeah, your plane's gonna be fine if you have it on airplane mode, people are gonna be more likely to do it, more likely to be annoying while the flight attendants are doing the safety talk.
But don't worry, they'll give us Wi-Fi.
But only after 10,000 feet.
See, and we can't open this can of worms. Because when I tell you I think so much, how do you get Wi-Fi that moves? It really gets my brain so confused.
There's just like a Wi-Fi router flying alongside of the plane.
Is that true? You could literally say anything and be like, wow.
This is like a little guy.
I just don't understand. I've always like Wi-Fi is still.
Yeah.
And then you could put it on something that moves.
Well, the Wi-Fi on the plane is satellite based. So it's like pointing up at a satellite and it tracks the satellite.
And what
as you
is
fly.
satellite, you know?
It's just a big block in space.
Okay.
Just like an
man-made
internet
block
up
in
there.
space.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good.
Isn't it wild? Like stuff's going to space, you know? Sometimes you're on the internet and you're like, this is a Waymo that crashed into a Postmates bot. And it's like, but all those signals are just like, where'd that come from like under the ocean? Like where are the machines?
When you really zoom out.
Where is it?
Yeah. Where's that video coming from?
Have you ever had somebody touch your phone?
Yeah. In what way? Why is that funny? I was like, what did they do?
Like if you're on your phone and somebody like, and so I'm like showing you this.
And I like touch.
Makes me so mad.
Yeah.
My son does this and I'm like, I don't know why, buddy, but you need to stop that right now.
You need to stop it right now.
It's like he's putting his finger in my nose.
Because that feels like your body?
Because feels like my body.
God, we're so fucked. We're all so fucked. That's crazy that you feel invasive. Mm-hmm. Not because of what he's going to touch.
Yeah.
But because this is a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually recently did try to I'll say it. I was on a date and I tried to open that person's tabs on their Safari.
While they were looking at their own phone?
I was just being a troll. And I was like, tabs. And I was like, ooh, sorry. And I realized that's really invasive. That's like opening someone's underwear drawer.
Yeah, that's all the notes I had about that question. Here's the next. This is
That was
Puzzle
really
the
good
Pelican.
one.
Did I tell you that this is Puzzle the Pelican?
Yes, you did. And I've seen this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about this.
Okay.
Who was the first person to sing and were they good?
So I looked around at this. So there's humans, and there's also other species that are related to humans that have existed for even longer than us. And when we think about like the fine like voice control that we have versus like what maybe a chimpanzee has, there's actually a structure that changes in the throat, the hyoid bone. Have you heard of the hyoid?
Hyoid?
Hyoid. People at home may have heard of it from the thing that on police dramas is the sign that the person was strangled.
Because that was
Because that
like
gets,
ruptured.
there's like a bone in there that can get crushed.
Okay.
So it was a broken bone, and there's like, oh, the hyoid bone. Oh, so it wasn't an accident; they were murdered.
Okay.
So the hyoid bone is very like small and delicate in humans. It's much more robust in chimpanzees and gorillas and stuff. And there's thinking that that is in part because of more delicate vocal control. And we look and we can see in a few of our relations,
Are you
like
about to tell me dinosaurs were belting?
no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If like birds count, but dinosaurs are belting today.
Like they're like.
No, like birds making beautiful meadowlarks. Have
Yes,
you
you're
heard-
right.
heard
You're
of meadowlark?
so right. The lark. Yeah.
That's famously a singer.
The lark?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
I feel like that's a thing. Am I making that up? I feel like Shakespeare's always talking about larks.
No, the lark. Yeah. No, like the bird singing outside. Like Romeo's always like
Yeah.
the lark or whatever.
Yeah.
Hark the lark.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Sounds iambic.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
in terms of like people singing songs.
Yeah.
The first, we think, human ancestor that had that little hyoid was the Homo heidelbergensis, which was 700,000 years ago. So we, anatomically modern humans, about 200,000 years ago, we showed up. So this is before then. And then Neanderthals, about 400,000 years ago, they also had this smaller hyoid, and so do we. Now, we don't know what they were doing with these hyoid bones.
We don't know the sounds.
But like, it seems like maybe they would be able to. We think that Neanderthals had symbolic thought, like they used symbolic art. And so like
Wow.
maybe they could sing somewhere in the last million years. And it was probably not like a moment where it went from sounding like noises to sounding like singing. So it was
Yeah.
probably more of a continuum. And probably that first song probably sucked.
Okay, so after that, it had to be like, I'm thinking like, what's the first song ever?
Almost definitely just like making your baby go back to bed.
That's such a good answer. Like literally just like a song, like a purpose a song came from. Like what was like from the jump, and probably like soothing a crying baby or something.
Yeah. And like they've been doing that the whole time. You know, that's not new.
Lullabies aren't new.
Yeah. Crazy to think about like baby cavemen, you know? Oh, or even weirder than
Cavemen
that.
that are yeah,
Yeah, even weirder than that is like 5-year-olds.
that are
Like
cavemen.
there's something weirder about like baby is like baby, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like giggly little
Yeah.
rambunctious
Like a
little
preteen.
5-year-old Neanderthals, you know?
Yeah, a preteen.
Preteens,
Yeah.
rebelling, making
Like
bad
feeling
decisions.
like, those hormonal changes, but
Yeah.
like doesn't have anything to do that with.
Oh, I bet they had things to do it with.
Whoa. I can't imagine being an angsty little teen with just rocks. Like, what do you do?
I mean, they had stuff to do. They were out there gathering,
Yeah.
learning, learning stories.
Probably grow up
hunting.
real fast.
You definitely grow up real fast. Not as much as the adolescents that we
I
have
wonder
now.
if the toddlers were more advanced back then.
I bet that they were inducted as full-fledged members of society way earlier.
Once
than-
they started to like walk.
Nowadays, it's like 26 before you're really grown up.
Oh yeah. If you're a girl in high school, you're grown up.
Oh.
Boys,
Boys, whenever,
you grow up
whenever you're
want,
ready.
Whenever you want. You take your time. Sorry, that was rude.
Well, I feel like I've learned. Look, I mean, man, as a guy, we never stop stepping in it. It's always learning. It's always
You're
like,
always
oh yeah,
figuring it out.
yeah. Holy shit! I didn't think of that.
That's good.
It's very interesting to me. Like, what's the evolutionary drive to like get better at singing? And it probably came along with getting better at transmitting information vocally. Like whether that's talking or like pre-talking or whatever that is.
I'm trying to think. Besides the lullaby thing, what are other like reasons?
Ceremony,
Yeah,
you
or
know,
like
showing
mating
off.
calls.
Yeah,
Is that a thing people did?
Oh yeah, still
Like
think people
animals
do. You
do.
ever been to the bar?
Have you ever been?
You ever been to the bar?
been
You
on
ever been to
Instagram?
karaoke night? That's just mating calls, baby.
Karaoke is mating calls. That's awful. That's awful.
No,
But no, that makes sense. Like just like early, like just wanting to sound good.
Yeah.
In order to get your
I
goal.
went to karaoke with my wife the
Yeah?
other day, and man, she got
slayed
it going. I was like, yeah, that's my girl.
You're like, I'm answering the call.
Like afterward, like people come to me in public because they know who I am.
Yeah.
Afterward, Catherine came off the stage and this girl came up and I thought she was gonna bug me. And she was like, pushed me aside and was like, I just wanna say.
Oh, you crushed. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And she just like, she went hardcore and sang really
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Kicked ass.
That's crazy. How many questions did I give you?
I don't know.
Or how many did you pick?
But I picked 6 or 7. That's usually I
Okay,
pick 6 or 7.
okay.
Do you wanna do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm flying through these, huh?
I don't know.
I'm
I think
just
I think
stoked.
time is flying.
Okay. What was going on in my head this time? Why do I only know old women and barely any old men? Do women outlive men?
So yes, women outlive men for sure. So something like 60% of people over 80 are women.
60%.
Like a little over 60% of people over 80 are
Okay, that's
women.
actually less than I thought.
And then over 100, it's like 80% of people are women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because this is like maybe a little bit too much in my telescope worldview, but all of the like older people I've met in my family are just the women. All the men just gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So it's that they are dead. It's not that they're just not around.
Yeah. No. They just died. Yeah. And I don't know why in both sides of my family, all the women just like outlive the men. But like, I kept being like, did they take care of themselves better? No, it was pretty even.
Yeah.
Were they like working less or working more? I couldn't figure it out.
There's a bunch of effects here and they're like probably all overlapping. So first, men die younger of like not things that are health related. So they're more likely to be in deadly car accidents. They're more likely to be in shootings. They're more likely to
Why is that?
overdose, more likely to commit suicide. Why is
Whoa,
that?
That's
man?
a lot. That's a lot. Pelican's too small for that.
Okay.
Pelican's mouth is not big enough for all those.
Well, we
questions.
get into it here, but it's good.
Why are men more likely to
We're
die
just
in car
more
accidents?
reckless. Yeah, we drive faster. Men are more likely to do dangerous things in cars.
Okay.
Yeah. Really, it's not about like how good or bad you are at driving. It is about how good or bad you are at controlling your impulses to like show off or show off to your friends, that kind of stuff. So there's that drags the average age of death for men down. And then there does seem to be additionally like men naturally die younger. But is that nature or is it exposure to things? So occupational exposure, maybe they're like at the plant getting exposed to weird solvents and that gives you cancer earlier or something like that. Or is there, and it seems like there is, some actual thing, like a nature thing, men dying younger because they have more testosterone in their system and that like increases various potentials for bad outcomes because there seems to be evidence, this is not current evidence, but if you castrate someone or chemically castrate someone, they will live longer. So if they don't have the testosterone in their system, they will live longer.
Whoa.
So that's interesting.
Who asked that?
People who want to answer this question.
I was like, who came on this show and asked about that?
You asked about this. This is your
Somehow
question.
now we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but wow.
Yeah. But in addition to that, it seems in your case, it really is about people being alive or not. But also men are much more likely to just be socially isolated as they get older. So if their partner dies, it turns out that their partner is usually the one who is doing all of the organizing of connecting with other people. And if their partner dies, then they just stop connecting to other people. They stop doing social stuff. They stop going out. And there's been a sort of overall, this has always been the case, but more, there's kind of a decrease in the stuff men do together, like less social clubs, less like bowling, fewer
Less
like
bowling for men?
yeah, we're just doing it less. And it's not entirely clear why, but it is a thing.
This is interesting because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, both my grandfathers died so much earlier than my grandmas who were both still alive. And like now I'm like, oh yeah, they were like working in like areas with tons of cigarette, like people were smoking and they were just like
more likely to smoke too. This is a thing. Men still now, but for the entire existence of cigarettes have been more likely to smoke.
Yeah. It's almost like, I think the heart behind this question now that I'm thinking about it is like less about their bodies and more like, I just feel like my grandmothers are going to stay alive for so long because they have this like keep going attitude.
What do you think's behind it?
I think just being a woman and being, I don't know.
It's not like that they want to be around.
Like,
it's just that they just
like my
have
grandma is just like, she wants to go. Like she's in
But
she can't really walk anymore and she's like in a bed at this facility. And it's just so funny. I just feel like her body is just like we have to keep going. And I feel like all of my male ancestors were not like
Their
that.
bodies are just like, yeah, we don't have to keep
She's
going.
like, there's no AC in there. I don't want to go. Like no fight.
That talent.
I'm going to get reamed
By
for
your
this.
family.
No, just for me talking about my opinions on men.
Oh, you're not talking about all men.
Oh,
You're talking
man,
about
you know what I
those
mean.
men.
Thank
Just
you.
those men.
Thank you.
I didn't take it as about
Okay,
me.
good. No, I just meant like I have to be nice.
Also, guys drink a lot more on average, and that's also bad for you.
No.
Yeah.
Really? On average?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're bigger sometimes?
I think that they are more likely to be chronic abusers of alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like addiction more within
Yeah.
men than women?
Future Hank will tell us about that. Hello, it is Future Hank. So, This difference is real and well established. It's across countries, it's across decades. Men are consistently more likely than women to develop alcohol use disorder, roughly 2 to 3 times higher prevalence than most populations studied. Now, in some places, that gap has actually narrowed more recently, and all of that together, at the very least, strongly suggests a combination of biological and social causes for this phenomenon. We've looked into actual biological mechanisms for this. Of course, behavior is very complicated, but we think that for men, biological reward systems and also typical coping patterns skew toward higher risk behaviors, and that's even before culture enters the picture. On average, men show stronger dopamine response to reward and novelty, which increases reinforcement from alcohol. Testosterone is also associated with higher sensation seeking and risk taking, which correlates with heavier drinking patterns. Also, psychologically, men are more likely to externalize stress and less likely to seek early mental health support, making alcohol an accessible and fast-acting tool for mood regulation, even if it is not a good one. Social norms definitely amplify these biological and psychological differences. In many cultures, heavy drinking by men is more socially tolerated. It's even encouraged as a sign of manliness, while women tend to face stronger social penalties for intoxication. Though, importantly, this gap does not appear to be set in stone. As gender roles have gotten less strict in some places, rates of alcohol use disorder among women have risen. But from what I can tell, after a little dive into the literature here, though I am definitely not an expert, it seems very much like a real effect that has both biological and social causes. Also, this episode is brought to you by Incogni. Thousands of companies are collecting, aggregating, and trading your personal data without you knowing anything about it. And you can ask them to delete that stuff. You legally have the right to request data brokers delete the information they have about you and protect your privacy. The bad news is, it would take you years to do it manually. But Incogni can do the messy work for you automatically. Incogni helps you protect your privacy and take your personal data off the market by reaching out to data brokers on your behalf, requesting your personal data removal, and even dealing with their objections when they push back. And with Incogni's custom removals feature in the Unlimited and Family Unlimited plan, you can point to any PeopleSearch site or other website where your personal information is visible, and one of their privacy agents will take care of the rest for you. My data has been leaked in breaches in the past, and that can allow scammers to make their phishing emails very convincing. For example, I have received an email from scammers before where they had my phone number to help them seem legitimate. Very creepy. Criminals can use exposed personal information for scams and identity theft, but we can make ourselves smaller targets for that kind of thing by getting our data down off these websites. Go to incogni.com/askhank and use the code AskHank for 60% off. Incogni helps wipe you from the internet completely because they can't harm you if they can't find you. Click the link below to claim your 60% off and get your personal data off the market. All right, you want to do an easier, better, more fun one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait.
I actually don't know if this is easier.
What? These questions make me look lame as hell, Hank.
No, I love this one.
This is so weird. Okay.
It's weird.
Here we go. Hank, was Shakespeare good at sex?
You wrote it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just asking you. Why did I want to know this? I'm such a fucking loser.
Question.
Whoa, what's
No.
What's that?
That's for later.
That's horrifying. I remembered the question. Oh my God. Should I not have seen that? Should I have seen it in the moment?
I was trying to, but
I'm
no.
so sorry.
It's been sitting by your head the whole time.
That's horrifying. Okay, back to Shakespeare.
Back to Shakespeare.
Was he good at sex?
You know more about the bard than me.
I
You
don't
told me
know.
about Lark singing.
Yeah,
you know?
larks are singing, and
Yeah.
that's what he's writing about. But I guess I just want to know, like, I feel like you're Googling
Do
abilities.
you want to know, or did
Yes.
you? Okay.
Does someone, you know how they say,
Now
like,
you no longer regret the question. You did
No,
for a
I'm like,
second.
yeah, I just-
You regret people knowing
that I want this?
Yeah,
Yes, that I
okay.
want to know this.
but
That's
you
it.
do still want to know.
I hate that I came on here and chose this, but now I want to talk about it. is the summary. He was just really in his feelings, and sometimes I'm like, I wish I knew, like, if was he like a fuck boy?
I mean, I have a super fuckboy sonnet that I found.
Shut up.
I do.
Oh my God.
I was gonna like bounce around a little bit, but since you're talking about that,
You found a fuck boy sonnet.
Yeah.
This is sick. Okay.
I think so. I'm not entirely sure what a fuckboy is.
Okay.
What's a fuckboy?
Okay.
Can you tell me
I wish I had a pelican.
from your pelican? What
Yeah.
is a fuckboy?
I don't know if I could answer this well, but I think like I just like you had fuckboys back in your day. Like
I'm sure I did
I just think the term
back
gets.
in my day.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. That was so rude.
Okay. Back in my day when they had leaded gasoline. Yeah.
I mean, like in high school.
Yeah.
When you were in high school, there was probably another word for it, but it's the same type of guy.
Just a guy who gets
that just like
around.
gets laid a lot.
Yeah, he gets laid a lot.
And is
Yeah.
just like kind of like really like a
Is
man.
he like carefree about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe this is a little bit less of a fuckboy poem because it's angsty.
Yeah, that's what honestly what I know of Shakespeare is that he cares.
Yeah. So I'm not great at reading sonnets, but I'm gonna try.
Energy through the line.
Right. Energy through the line. I've never heard that before, but it sounds like useful of a
Yeah.
tool.
Some people say to pay attention to punctuation, some people don't. So good luck.
The expensive spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action and till action lust. So basically saying, do you know what we mean by the expensive spirit?
Like
The expensive spirit. So you've got some spirit inside of you and you expend it.
oh, I was thinking something else.
No, and I think that I Googled it, and that's what they think that means.
Okay, got it.
So in a waste of shame. So he's like, this poem is basically about like post-nut clarity. I'm like, this is a post-nut clarity poem.
Sonnet. That's amazing.
Past reason hunted and no sooner had, past reason hated as a swallowed bait. So like, I took the bait and I hate this. On purpose laid to make the taker mad, mad in pursuit and in possession so. So I'm crazy when I'm trying to get it. I'm crazy when I have it. Had, having, and in quest to have extreme, a bliss in proof and proved a very woe, before a joy proposed, behind a dream. All this the world well knows, yet none knows well. So everybody's aware of this, and yet
no one
nobody
understands
acts like
it. Yeah.
they do to shun the heaven that leads men to this hell.
Oh my God.
Super angsty.
It's actually so cool that be like, was Shakespeare good at sex? And then you read that.
Yeah, and he's like, it's like, he definitely like experienced, shouldn't have.
Yeah. I can't believe you found that. And he definitely experienced, he shouldn't have.
So also an interesting thing about like, so I'm like, how do I figure out if Shakespeare was good at sex?
Yeah.
So like number one thing, he knows about sex. He's talking about sex.
Yes.
He brings up sex a lot. He's good at talking about sex in like covert ways.
And we know that doesn't mean they're good at it.
No,
That
but
could
like,
mean
yeah.
maybe the opposite.
But also he recognizes several times that women experience pleasure, which is something.
Okay, good
And
for him.
I found what I think is a fairly clear reference to female pleasure and potentially female orgasm, which is from a poem. It was Venus and Adonis. So this is Venus speaking to Adonis. Graze on my lips. So graze like an animal grazing a field.
Yes.
Graze on my lips. And if those hills be dry, stray lower where the pleasant fountains lie.
Well, there you go. There's other speeches that he's written for female characters
Yeah.
that it's like, okay, he's
Yeah,
right.
he gets it.
He knows something.
Gets a little something. So, and I think getting a little something is sign of something.
Yeah.
And also we all know that it's not all about body. It's about communication, you know?
Yeah. Like I said this somewhere recently and I was like we had to talk about hot takes and I was like, I don't think there's a bad kisser.
You asked about that. You said, what
Did
what makes a good kisser? And I'm like, not a chance. I'm going to touch that one.
No. But I think there are no bad kissers. I just think it's the connection. It's just like your chemistry.
Yeah.
But then my friends were like, no, there are bad kissers.
Maybe you've just never been kissed by one.
Yeah.
Or
I
maybe
just
you're
feel like-
just not very picky. You know, like, so like,
or maybe the second
like-
option, which is scarier, that I'm not that picky.
Well, like some people are like, what kind of food do you like? I'm like, anything. What
Yeah.
kind of women do you like? I'm like, all of them. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you mean?
Wow.
They're women.
They're women. Why did I ask this group of questions?
Well,
I could have asked
yeah.
about Wi-Fi, satellites.
Why is Shakespeare good at? Was Shakespeare good at sex?
But you know
This is
what?
a great question. I wanted to call a scholar. I was
Yeah.
like, I had to do a bunch of work on my own. I should have gotten on the phone and be like, can you show me the horniest sonnet?
The horniest, or like there are horny sonnets, but like show
Yeah.
me a sonnet that tells me he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because
like this is very much like I understand what it's like to be a man having sex.
Yes.
Whereas this Venus and Adonis is like, all right.
yeah, that was pretty specific.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit, good shit.
Good shit.
Good
sir.
shit, sir. All right, we have 2 more questions. And
Hell
I
yeah.
like this next one. I feel like I'm learning so much about you.
I don't really care that much about Shakespeare's sex life.
No, it's not that. It's not. This is the thing. It's not what questions you choose to ask. It's just the conversation you get to have around it.
This I'm excited about.
Okay.
What does my dog think of me?
So, what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Chihuahua.
And what kind of relationship do you have with your dog?
He's blind and deaf, and he's slowly declining. He's really old. He was a foster fail, and no one would adopt him.
How long have you known this dog?
I've had this dog for now, I'd say 4.5 years.
So
Does that mean he
you've got
loves
a
me
good,
now?
deep relationship with this dog?
Yeah.
So, dog, what does your dog think of you? We've done a bunch of work on dogs to figure out what they think of their owners. One very important piece of data. We've put dogs in MRI machines. We measure their brains and we let them smell different things. And their brains light up more when they get to smell their person than when they smell food. So they're more excited about their person than they are about food, which is so it's not about I'm the food person. It's oh, you really like
cry
me.
On your show. I'm going to cry on your show. Just drive a truck through it. Keep going, Hank.
I'm just going to wait for a second and see what happens.
Nope,
over
just
here.
keep going. He likes my smell more than he likes his food.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Especially
think that's
probably
true for my
because he can't see anything.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
So another thing that we do, I think they're called strange situation studies, where they put any animal, including a child, in a sort of unfamiliar situation, not a dangerous one, but just something where they're not comfortable. It's not something that they've experienced before. And then with dogs in these studies, when the owner leaves them in a strange situation, they show stress. And when that person returns, they show joy. So it's very much like how a human child behaves. If I had to sort of characterize, I think, what it's like to be a dog and have a relationship with a person, it's like you have a god.
Yeah.
Who's the god of food and comfort and safety.
Yeah.
And it's a big deal when that thing is around.
For sure.
Yeah. It's big. It's a big kind of love that's different from friendship, different, of course, from romance. There's a higher.
Big, yeah. I mean, I was talking to my therapist about this, where it's your relationship with your parents and their approval of you is, she was saying that at some points when you're a kid is life or death, because that is your sustenance. That person does your food, makes you survive. So if they're mad at you, you're scared. And because I'm a big people pleaser and I'm really scared of people's emotions. And she was walking it back and she was when you're a kid, sometimes people's emotions could, if something would have just that's survival.
Right, even if it's not overt or actually.
Yeah, it's not one-to-one.
It's not actually something that could happen.
Yeah, it's just your brain. Yeah. So I could imagine that for a dog.
So it's not necessarily that thing could even happen.
Yes.
It's just the feeling that.
Yes, that it's very important.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, this question gets even more specific because sometimes I like getting dressed for I don't know, a wedding or something. And I look at my dog, I'm like, do you even know I'm dressed up? Not because he's blind, but more wouldn't it be cool if your dog was you look amazing? Can he tell I look great when I get my hair done?
No.
He just wants me to feed him. And that just sucks.
No, that's not it. Just because he can't appreciate you the same way you can appreciate yourself.
Whoa.
What?
Keep going. Keep going.
That doesn't mean that he doesn't appreciate you in a different way.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. He's not oh, you're just food. I have cats.
And they're fuck off, right?
And they're not. I am part of their social situation. And I'm an important part of their social situation. And they oftentimes want to spend time with me and like me. And when we go on a trip and we come back, they're both very excited to see us. They are, friendly and rubbing and purring. And there is a re-greeting ceremony that happens every time we come back if we've been away for more than a day.
Yeah.
It's a thing. There is a relationship there. And they might not be sort of imagining your mind the way you imagine their mind. Because we also do this. We have the layer of consciousness on top of our love and appreciation and connection to people. But we have the thing underneath that I think dogs and cats and other social animals have. Which is just it just feels good when you're around.
That's so sweet. That's so wholesome. What a beautiful thing about life. Truly, what a gorgeous thing. Because I was thinking about how dogs, my dog smells so much stuff on the ground. And I had to tell myself, I was Googling, and it was oh, that's equivalent to me reading.
Yeah.
Right? He's getting so much information from the smell. But it's so different. We just live in completely different types of ways.
The
but then
sensorium
we love
is what they call it.
Sensorium.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great band.
The world of your world as your senses give it to you.
Whoa.
is like different for different people, but also for different animals.
Wow. Is cats smell?
Cats have a different sensorium for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more smell.
Yeah.
But they're also very sight-based, but so are dogs.
Growing up, our cats would like kind of get mad at us when we came home.
Oh yeah, there's
And then it was
I-
like 2 or 3
yeah.
days. Then it was like
my
all right,
dog
I'm
growing
over
up was would hold a grudge.
it. Animals holding grudges, that's the funniest thing to me. I don't know why. But a dog being like, fuck you, dude. Let me cool off for a bit. I need to cool off. It's so
I
good.
once accidentally locked our dachshund in my parents' room for like 4 hours.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I need to take Red for a walk. I totally forgot about that. And I was like, where is he? And I finally opened up my parents' bedroom and he looks me in the eye and he pees.
No! Like he was holding it till you could see him. And then he's like, look what I'm doing. That's wild.
I was like, God damn it, I do it.
I used to take care of dogs. I used to hike dogs every morning for
Yeah.
this dog walking company. And then I would board the dogs a lot. I would take them home. And I took this one dog home. And I think he was being ignored because it seemed like a dog. It was like a young household with a bunch of kids. So then when he came over to my apartment, me and my roommates made him like the star of the show. And I guess the second I dropped him off back at home, when they came back from their family vacation, the dog took a massive shit on the woman's pillow.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she called me and reamed me out and was like, what did you do to my dog? He's never done this. He's never had an accident. And this looks like a deliberate fuck you to me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't think he's happy to be back. I don't think it's what I did. I don't think I taught him to do that. Yeah.
Dogs are smart. And like in the wild, they use, pooping as a display.
Display.
Yeah, like a marker of a boundary or
Just be like, my house?
yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
Coyotes have poop rocks that they'll consistently poop on the same rock.
I hate coyotes.
All right, well, we'll kill all of them for
I
you.
hate.
Jesus.
I've never looked at an animal and been like, I hate you.
Wow, something ancestral there.
Something.
Yeah,
Whoa.
generational memory. No, I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm like, ooh, a doggy.
Oh, no. Not a dog.
Well, a dog, a canid.
No. Sin.
Wow.
With legs.
Wow. All right. Look, I keep learning about you. I don't know where to put that piece of information.
You're like, this is
in the
ancestral.
mental model I'm building, but I'll just slap it on the side for the moment, see where it goes later.
Don't trust them. Don't trust
Okay.
them as far as I can throw them.
Oh, definitely not. That's one of the great things about coyotes.
That you can't trust them? What
Yeah,
a
they're
great
always
thing.
playing tricks.
That's not a great thing.
I like a trickster. I like a little
I like
pranker.
a trustworthy trickster.
You like a trustworthy trickster.
Yeah.
You like a person you can know is going to play the kind of prank that's not going to hurt.
No, it can hurt. It's just got to be funny. I do like pranks.
Can you call to mind a prank that hurt a little, but you still loved?
Yeah, I think I've said it before for content. So I hate to repeat myself and be a loser, but it's my most proud moment of a prank I'd ever did.
Oh, so this is something you did.
A prank I did that I.
So you're okay with it. You're okay with the prank that you did to somebody else. Okay. That's what I meant.
I can't think of any time.
That's fine. Tell me.
I'm trying to think if anyone pranked
No.
me. I've been pranked a lot. Like at
Wasn't
Smosh.
there like a Rasa pretended to be engaged or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that
that's
was
fucking wild.
well done.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of work in there, it goes back to the talent and the skill. I can respect it.
Yeah.
If you put in the work,
Uh-huh.
she for like 6 months was planning her wedding. And I bought it. I still have to save the date.
Man, what a great thing to be able to do. Like just talk about planning your wedding without actually having to do the work
Yeah.
of planning a wedding.
Yeah. I mean,
you get all the benefits of like, it's all the fun things that I'm doing.
I
You
know.
just made it up.
I mean, yeah, she was like on Canva making like save the dates
Heck
and
yeah.
like, yeah.
Easier than ever before.
You don't have to book the place.
And all that stuff.
But I pranked my mom and it was like right when the iPhone had the autofill feature, it had just started. You could be like, every time I say BRB, right, be right back.
Yeah.
It was like early iPhone
Yeah.
days. And me and my brother were like, okay,
Yeah.
here's mom's phone. Every time she says it's gonna say penis. This is awesome. And my brother was like, brilliant. I think of it to this day. He went, no, let's do something more disguised. And I was like, you're so right. That's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. She's going to notice immediately.
Let's do something that will go on forever. What was the word? I think it was every time she wrote thank you, we added, thank you, can you bring me a bottle of water? Okay, I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this.
Were you
And then-
living it with her?
No,
at the
so
time?
I was in college. My brother and I were both in college, and we did this like on our vacation with her, like for Christmas, and then like just like let it lie, and then it was like on our group text, a family group text. It was like
So say it to anybody. She's asking other people for
It's-
bottles of water.
And I didn't even know the links it went, Hank. It went. The first time we saw it was like a month later on our family group text. She said something and then she said, "Thank you. Can you bring me a bottle of water?" Sorry, damn it. Right? Like, and
Yeah.
she just like caught herself. Me and my brother were like, it's growing.
It worked. We did
It's
it.
going.
She's hitting the whole group text.
Yeah. And then we saw it again a little bit ago and we were laughing. And then we like come home for like summer break. And my brother and I are like laughing about it. And my dad's like, "What are you talking about? Did you do something to her phone?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, we did this hilarious thing." He goes, "You have ruined her life. She won't stop freaking out about this. She texted her boss yesterday and asked for a bottle of water." And then she was like having like repeated meltdowns, like, damn it. And he'd hear it in the other room of the house, be like, "Shit, this stupid phone." And all these people were bringing your bottles of water. It is so funny. Really good.
It's wild because it's like, it's just a little enough request to be like, I mean, I guess.
For her boss to be
I'll
like,
bring you a bottle of water.
"Yeah, if you're thirsty, I guess I'll go grab you one."
That's harsh.
My
All
brother's
right, we got
genius.
one more question.
Okay, let's hear it. Oh, this is so stupid. What would my life be like if I was blonde?
Someone like you to turn around and look at the
This is
thing you
horrible.
already found.
This is. I look so different.
You do look. I saw it when we first printed it out. I was like, "What?
I mean, what is that? Get that off the set.
Get it, grab it."
Wow.
Oh, look at her.
Is she treated differently?
Yes, probably a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
So there's some limited sociological studies here, and like all these studies are a little difficult to keep making the worst.
That wasn't at
face.
you. That was at her.
Okay. It's hard to do these kinds of studies, but you look basically at like you can like do applicants with pictures and be like, what would you
Look like if you.
how would you pay this person? How qualified are they? What would their intro salary be? Like that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or tip studies where you like look and see how the same waitress with blonde hair or brunette hair gets tipped.
Whoa.
Yeah. So a little bit higher for bonds.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
In 2025?
I don't know. No, I think that was like 2013, whether that study came out.
Still
But,
2013?
it's going to say on the bottom.
Right here at this time.
Yeah. I think it was a while ago. But yeah, not that long ago.
Wow.
And it's probably just a surrogate for attractiveness. But
Yeah.
an interesting thing, one study looked at like how people judge applicants for jobs and their like how they should be rated at like their skill at it. And the abstract said that, quote, inexperienced blonde women earn significantly less than their non-blonde counterparts. This wage gap declines over time, and blonde women with more work experience earn higher wages.
Whoa.
So when you're new, people are like, oh, that girl, she's ditzy blonde.
Yeah.
But if you're like good at it, it's like, oh,
Wow.
not only is she's like surprisingly good at the job because of how she looks or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of like 5 different things.
Was there an order?
Yeah.
What are your impressions of
Of this
Blonde
girl.
Angela?
Yeah. It's not right. It just doesn't look right. But is that only because I'm just so used to my hair? I don't know why we put, even still to this day, it feels like the movies I grew up watching, blondes were depicted a certain way. And it feels like that stopped. But there is this
Hard
like,
to know
Yeah.
because now content and media is so fractured.
Yeah.
So like it's a big country with a lot of different media that's being
Yeah.
consumed a lot of different ways.
I also, like, honestly, I'm like trying to figure out, like, was there anything behind this question? And just laughing at me, just laughing at a picture of me, just looking at a picture of me laughing, sort of like a joke, like it was a joke.
Yep. That's what I was doing. I mean, we didn't blonde up your eyebrows, which is
Yeah, that would have been scary. That would have been really scary. But this is good. It looks real.
Tell me about this picture.
Just taking stupid headshots.
Where were you at?
It was walking down my street, and we saw that white picket fence, and
Was it
my
like
friend
on
was
the
like,
sidewalk?
literally, we just were like in someone's front yard. That's LA, baby.
It's LA, baby.
There's someone in your front yard just
sitting
taking
in front
pictures.
of aloe vera. They're
Wow,
just growing
look at you.
aloe veras
Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
I didn't even think there was aloe behind me. Look at that.
That's what that is.
And honestly, the blonde really highlights the green behind it.
Mm-hmm.
The dark.
Stands out.
But you
Casting
know-
director sees that picture.
Yeah, and
Ooh, that pops. That pops.
wow.
You got to stand in front of some other shit.
You gotta stand in front of some other shit.
Yeah, don't be. Yeah.
But I'm thinking about this question, and I'm wondering, like, if I do have something about blondes because my mom
Do you hate
is
them?
a blonde, and I, like, when I was little, I was kind of blondish, but I think I wonder if part of me just wishes I looked more like my mom. Because you know, like, you grow up thinking, like, I didn't have sisters, and it was like that's what a woman looks like, and I just looked, you know, and she was blonde, blue eyes, like we look very different.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's some deep something in there where I'm like, I just want to, like, this desire to look like your parent. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so many of my dad's mannerisms as I've gotten older. It's wild. I'll be like driving down the road and Catherine will just laugh at me.
Oh my God.
I'm like twisting my hair. Like dad always like flicks his hair while he's driving.
And
then he says, "Oh, it's so gorgeous." And now I'm doing that.
Oh,
Like,
so
so
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
But those are things you just patternized
Yeah.
from being around him.
Yeah.
But, like, do you ever look in the mirror and you're like, whoa, I look like my dad?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I never have that. And I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
What about your kids? Do you ever look at your kids and you're like, that's me?
It's weird with the kid. I don't see me or Catherine. I look at him so much and he looks so much like himself to me. And then other people will say, "Oh my God, he looks just like you," or just
Oh,
like
wow.
Catherine. I can see him, the way he moves is like me.
Yeah.
Like he has
the way he moves his face?
The way that he moves his body. Like we both are like this. We're like this is like
Aw.
and
Yeah.
and then he has like his mom's elbows that go
Oh, yeah,
up.
the overextended or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he like can't touch his toes like me.
Oh.
So he like walks kind of like goofy because
That's
he's stiff.
sweet. But you don't think he looks like you?
I
or
mean,
Catherine?
of course he does. Like I recognize that he does, but
Yeah.
I don't feel it when I look at him.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I can see like a little picture of me as the same age. I can see it more. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, he's my favorite thing to look at.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You just look at him all
He's
day.
such a cutie.
Oh, that's so
he's
sweet.
such a little goof. Just
Oh.
like in a pretzel on his bed reading Warriors books. Love it.
That's so sweet. Just reading. He's a reader.
He's a reader.
Are you a
He's
tablet parent? Or are you like, get off of that?
He iPads as well.
Yeah.
he's
But
a
are you
big-
like
he's a-
monitoring
he
screen
loves-
time?
Oh yeah, he gets a certain amount a day.
How do you do that?
On the iPad,
On the
there's
iPad?
like a thing that lets him do it. YouTube on the TV is much harder.
Whoa.
And it's like a fight to get him to stop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that these days. That's wild.
Yeah, he loves YouTube, which is like, I get it.
You're like, dude, I get it.
I get it. I saw my gold play button and he was like, "You have a gold play button." And I was like,
he knows
"No, I
what that
don't.
is?
I don't have a gold play button." Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you hide it?
I just like, I want him to have a normal relationship
With the internet?
with, I don't know. Like, it's such a weird thing to have a bunch of people who know who I am, who I don't know who they are. You know, he watches so many YouTubers and he knows that like they're all working hard to get the number of subscribers that I had in like 2015.
Wow. So he
Yeah.
can,
He, like,
he knows where to
gets-
put it.
He
Like
gets
your
that that's
success.
a big deal.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's not the thing I'm proud of, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a thing I'm proud of, but it's not the numbers.
My dad did some like type of CGI. He's like I don't know. My dad does a bunch of stuff, but he got like a daytime Emmy.
Mhm.
That wasn't like you just get it
Yeah.
mailed it. You don't like, it was him and his buddies. And it was always in our house. And my dad was like, that doesn't mean anything. That is really nothing. I don't even remember. That was a big group of us got that. And once I broke it and I cried, I accidentally.
You broke the Emmy?
Yeah. Like the thing, the like ear. Like I was cleaning like a goddamn angel as a child.
Uh-huh.
It was dusting. And it fell over and the ear popped off and I sobbed. And my dad was like, it really doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make me successful or wealthy or anything. That's just a stupid piece of something. So
The show I produced won an Emmy and I didn't even order the statue.
you have to order it?
We got 2 for free. And I wanted some of the other people who worked on the show to get the 2
Yeah.
free ones. And it was like $700 to get one.
You
And
have
I
to
was
buy it?
I was like, that's okay. I feel like we learned a lot today.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Honestly, the Shakespeare fuckboy sonnet thing is gonna stick with me.
I'll listen to you the whole thing with like every line is just like, man, sex, but bad. Like, man, I loved it, but that was stupid.
Wow.
Yeah. Not even I liked it, but like I went insane and had to have
Yeah.
it.
That I know
Yeah.
he writes a lot for his characters, being like,
Yeah.
this has such a hold over me.
Yeah. Let go of me, horny.
Literally.
Yeah. That's all. Everybody's like, oh, the bard. It's like, the bard is driven by many things, mostly horny and just not wanting it anymore.
And not wanting it.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, I get nervous one-on-one hangouts.
Like this.
I don't know why. Well, this is a little different because
There's like 7
spoiler,
people.
other people in the room. But anytime I sit down one-on-one with someone I don't know super well, I'm always like I need a third usually. So
Are you worried?
Now I'm acclimated to the space.
Okay. Were you worried? Were you worried I was going to do something mean?
No.
Okay. Were you
No,
worried?
I was just worried I was going to let you down.
Oh, you were worried you were going to do something weird.
Yeah.
You did lots of weird things.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching Ask Ink Anything, and thank you to Angela Giarratana for joining me. Where can people find what you're doing?
You could probably just find me on Instagram, Angela Giovanni Giarratana.
And you can subscribe at youtube.com/complexly. That's where Ask Ink Anything lives, and we've got more coming in the future.
Thanks for watching. You can support Complexly and get bonus videos from Ask Ink Anything and more by going to complexly.org/support. Also, if you want to see more of what we're up to, you can join the Complexly newsletter by visiting complexly.org.